Hi there, welcome back. In this video we're going to use this beautiful mould. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to split down our resin into 3 of the mixing cups. Using Tea Expert resin, some lovely glitter, as you can see me just showing you there. And there. If you've ever wondered why I do voiceovers rather than do these live and talk whilst doing it, it's because you won't hear me. I have a mask on, respirator, goggles and everything else. So I've decided to apply some, I think it's called Ballet Pink or Pink Bubble Bath, the paler one of those 2 micas on the left, round the outside edge of this mould using a brush. So there we go. This is a time lapse. It's not very long, and it's obviously sped up because it is the time lapse. Excuse the state of the surrounding work area that I'm got currently there. So I don't know if you can see that there, just on the edge there, a little bit of a hint, a little bit of a bit of a highlight, just to see what it looks like. I really love this mould. I mean, you could use this as dinner mats, plate mats to go on tables. You could use it as an oversized coaster, and you could use it for what I will show you later on in the video. Little hint there. So here's our first lot of resin. As I said, we use Tea Expert. I think this is the last lot of Tea Expert, maybe. No, there's one other video, I think, where we're using it. So I've added the glitter. This bit's been sped up. I don't normally stir quite that quickly. Take care when you're stirring the resin, obviously, so it doesn't spill. So just thoroughly mixing in this glitter. It's beautiful, I love it. And I'm adding in some more of this beautiful, I think this is called Classic Rose acrylic paint. Not a lot, using it to colour the resin. As long as you don't use a lot, it doesn't affect, well, we found it doesn't affect the curing of the resin. So, trying to get that last little bit out the bottle. Oh, there we go. So it's going to sit on the top there. You need to mix it as thoroughly as you would anything else into resin. As again I said, this bit's been sped up. I don't normally stir that quickly. I take care when you are actually stirring these things. So, there we go. I don't know if you can see that there. So it was at this point I thought it's not quite what I want. So I've taken some mica powder by Arteza. Again, everything that we've used will either be coming up on the left-hand side of this screen, or it'll be listed or as well as in the description box. So added in some of the mica powder, and then just going to mix it into the resin, just to see if it gives the effect that we want it to. Whoops. Sticking to my gloves, and it did. I didn't show you at the end there, but I did thoroughly mix it in. So we're going to pour both lots of the resin, the glitter and the one with the mica powders in, and the mica powder and the acrylic paint. So we're just going to go, no particular rhyme or reason as to where we're pouring, or the order in which we're pouring. We're just trying to make sure that we cover every detail of the mould. There we go. So as you can see, it's just going in and around, just letting it settle, because resin does move. It is self-leveling. Don't forget, of course, you probably can't tell from my work area, but I work on a table that's been properly leveled, a work leveling platform. I was very lucky. Mine was built for me by my partner, Wayne. So shout out to Wayne, because he's a very clever man with those sorts of things. And but you can obviously buy those. You can buy them online as well. Making sure obviously that your surface is nice and flat and level, so that you get an even pour and cure of all of your projects. So I'm just trying to make sure here, using a stir stick, very lightly putting the resin across the mould, because I had a few bubbles coming up which you can't pick up on camera, and I also noticed that it didn't look like it was evenly poured. So I just decided to add just a wee bit more, just to see if it stopped some of the, I think they call them fish eyes, don't they, or indents. So just deciding to go in a bit more now with some of the glitter. I love the effect of this, because you've got colour, but you've also got translucency. we are. Just filling in all the little bits just to try and make sure that it levels out and everything is covered. Because again, as I say, you've got this lovely like filigree style pattern, but you've also got a solid back. Because obviously what you're looking there, the thing that is uppermost is the underside, and the thing that's on the bottom of the mould currently is the right side up. That's right. Always have to remember that. Now, I was happy with the level that I'd got and the amount of resin in the mould, and all I'm doing there, it's going nice and glittery and sparkly, I'm just spritzing it with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. There we go, here's a close-up. I mean, look at the way, the effect that glitter gives. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So here we are. This is a full day later. We've got some overspill here that we need to deal with. Now, if it's still soft, you can usually find, don't use your best pair of scissors to do this, but once you've demolded, you can always go in and remove that using a pair of scissors or a deburring tool or a craft knife, whatever you feel most comfortable doing. So here I am. This has been sped up a wee bit, just a little bit there. I'm just removing the mould. Now this mould is a little bit thin, so I had to be a little bit more careful than usual. It looks very nice. It still looks like it's come away from the mould quite nicely. I love it. It looks gorgeous. I mean, you could, you know, obviously tidy it up around the edges, and then you could attach a fitting so that you could actually hang it in a window perhaps. I mean, the opportunities to make all kinds of things with this are endless. So here you can see me using, now this is not my favourite pair of scissors, and this is me just showing you as well the deburring tool. Now this was still a bit soft, so I decided to go back to the scissors, and I'm just snipping away the excess of resin that was a little bit of the overpour. There we go. As I said, don't use your most favourite or a pair of scissors because they will blunt eventually. I love that. Look at that. And then up around the edge there, around the top, you can see where I put the much paler pink mica powder. There. I mean, that... Oh, there's a little bit of excess resin there. It looks beautiful. Imagine it with the sun shining through it in a window or as part of a picture perhaps. Almost like a stained glass effect. Sun catcher. That's it. That's the what I was thinking of. A sun catcher. Beautiful. Would look lovely in different colours as well. Fantastic. So, options, options, options. I thought, oh, this is still a little bit bendy, I know. Why don't I have a go at making a bowl out of it? Now, guaranteed it won't be a very deep bowl. So it was at this point I thought, now what have I got that I can use? And I found this. Now this is a plastic on the left there. This is a plastic bowl. I think it came with a dessert, a ready-made dessert that we bought years ago. We don't often use it. Obviously, if you're going to use it for resin, don't then use it to prepare foods in or anything else like that. Although I will say the resin that we use to do all of our projects at the moment is food level, grade level resin. So there we go. I mean, I just wouldn't then use this again for a salad. Have one lot for resin projects, one lot for food things. So there we go. I've just pushed it down using my own strength down into the bowl. We haven't got any rippling or creasing in it. And now, of course, it's trying to find something that's weighted enough to keep it down there. And I did think about using a big container of blue glitter, which you just saw briefly, but thought that's never going to work. So I'm frantically looking around me thinking, what can I use? So I found a little plastic dip pot and a large tub of paint that I've got, but still noticing it wasn't really creating enough pressure downwards. So here's something I MacGyvered, if you know that expression, earlier. I've still got the plastic pot, I've got a tin of beans, and then there we go, I've taped it down. Now this is about 3 days later. Sorry about the wobbly camera work. I took it out and it's made a really lovely bowl, which I've just demonstrated it there, and then the other way around with some strawberries. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, like, share and subscribe. Goodbye.